Hi boys and girls, now we're going to look at some new vocabulary words. Now remember to continue learning your vocabulary words to build your vocabulary so you can build your reading skills. And that reminds me, I've been looking at those epic books and some of you have read so many books. I'm so proud of you. I can think off the top of my head some of you that are really doing excellent job. And for those who haven't started yet, don't forget to log on to Epic. And I gave you the code and you can start reading, and I will be sending assignments and quizzes through Epic very soon as well. So as I was saying, we're going to start some new vocabulary words, and our first word is the word brown. Brown. What does brown mean? We know that brown is a color. Brown is a color. Tree bark and mud are brown. The cow is white and brown. Think about animals you know that are brown. Make a list of 5 brown animals and tell your mummies and daddies about that. So you're going to make a list on a piece of paper or in your black and white book of 5 brown animals. And look at the sentence. It says, some hyenas have brown fur. So our first word is brown. Our second word is own. Own. What does own mean? Own means that something belongs to you. May wants to own a house with a yard. Now look at these sentences. Which would have the word own? My family wants to blank a ranch. Own a ranch? Does that make sense? Do you blank a dog? Own a dog? Does that make sense? There is a banging on the own. Does that sentence make sense? Does own fit there? You tell me. And our sentence says, zebras know their own mother by their stripes. Own. Our third word is very. What does very mean? Very means a lot. Mr. Sampson is very happy. What are some of the things you can do on a very snowy day? Tell your mummies and daddies about Miss Kim. Miss Kim's store sells things that people want on a very hot day. Talk to your mummies and daddies or your aunts or uncles about what things Miss Kim might sell in her store. If she sells things on a very hot day. She sells things on a very hot day. And look at our sentence. The snake in that tree is very long. Woo, Miss Person doesn't like snakes. Okay, very. Our fourth word is off. What does off mean? Off means away from. How do we use it? Pull the top off the box and look inside. Off. Decide if the word off makes sense in the sentence. He jumped blank the diving board. Does off make sense? The rocket landed blank the moon, off the moon. Does that make sense? We took blank our jackets, off our jackets. Which sentence makes sense? The bird flew off the rock and into the air. Our fifth vocabulary word is never. Never. Never means at no time. It means not ever, never. Terry has never been to my house. Think about a safety tip of something you should never do. That's a safety tip. Something that's dangerous that you should stay away from. And I want you to use the word never in your tip. For instance, I might say, never touch fire or never go by the stove. You think of a safety tip that you can use the word never. Oops, I forgot to read it. Rhinos eat plants. They never eat meat. No. No means to have information or understand how to do something. No. No means to have information or understand how to do something. We know our phone number. Which of the things in this list below do you know how to do? Do you know how to drive a car? Make a sandwich? Or write your name? Which things do you know how to do? No. Leopards know how to climb trees. Our seventh word is out. Get out! Out. Out used with call means to say something loudly. Out can also mean to not be in. I'm not in the room, I am out of the room. Shout out your name when I point at you. Shout out your name. Talk to mummies and daddies, aunts and uncles, sister and brother about times you have called out to someone. Why did you call out and what did the person do? I called out to Mom, look at that turtle. Out. And then our 8th word is been. The been is a word to show that something happened in the past. Something happened in the past. What happened in the past? Ron has been too sick to go to school. Put a check, or you can just say yes or no as you discuss these answers. Have you ever been here? A library? Check or X. A relative's house, like an aunt, a Grammy, a cousin, brother, sister. Have you ever been there? Check or X. A grocery store. Check or X. So those are our words, our new vocabulary words that we're learning. And when you finish looking at those, I want you to complete page 166 in your Reader's Notebook, Volume 1. Good job, guys. Love you all.